welcome to Conference Happenings with Debbie. Today I'm at Parkview Adventist Academy. The sign is on the wall. We were here last year and I wanted to come back to see what it was like after they've had a whole year of school in this brand new building. With me, I'm going to walk around with the principal, Holly Kay, and the vice principal, Colton Greenlaw. Thank you for doing this with me again.
Yeah.
I think you were here last year. So we're just going to take a little tour and see what's going on inside Parkview Adventist Academy.
Cool.
Well, let's go.
Let's do it.
I noticed you have everything locked up, so that's a good thing.
We do. It's nice to have a building that we can kind of secure a little bit. Our last building had a lot of entrances and doors, and so this way we have a lot more awareness about who's in the building. So that's a nice thing to have.
Well, you know, I haven't been in here since very early, I think at the beginning of the school year. You did something that was really, really nice, and it was a breakfast.
We
Can
did.
you tell me about it?
Yeah, so we started the first annual, what do we call it, board and teacher brunch, welcome back brunch, where we had the board members and the transition board members and all of the teachers come and just have breakfast together. A lot of times boards don't get to meet the teachers. They don't really know who they're making these decisions for, so it was a nice chance for all of us to get to know each other and get headed in the same direction. So.
It was very nice. I got invited too because I sort of was on the board, the interim board.
Right.
And we were here. We were sitting up on all of these I don't know what you call them, steps.
Yeah, we call them big steps.
Big steps.
The big stairs.
The big steps.
The big steps versus the little steps, and they are different in color. So I guess that's a good thing. And you did a fabulous job.
Oh,
it
thank
was
you.
really nice to see who the board was. I know the board. The interim board and the board actually did a lot of talking, and that was a really good thing.
Yeah.
You do have a constituency with
do.
several different churches.
Yeah, we actually went from no constituency, well, I mean, I guess all of Western Canada constituency to 7 specific churches that are make up our board, and they help support us financially. And it's nice to have that pinpointed prayer that is coming from these constituent churches. So
that is very nice.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and they're all from the central area here. It goes as far as Wetaskiwin and as south as Red Deer.
Yes.
Yes, so all the churches in between are part of the conference's constituency for Parkview Adventist Academy. So let's go take a look. I want to know a little bit about what you've been doing in this building because it's bright, it's beautiful. The things that you've done this year, how many students you have?
Oh, there's a lot of questions.
Let's start with enrollment.
So enrollment, we're currently sitting at just under 55. We started the year with 54. We've had a bit of fluctuation in there. And we actually already have on the books 70 registrations for next school year.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, we're very excited about that.
Oh, and that's only the 3 grades, right?
Yes, that's just the 3 grades, and we still have 4 months to go until the school year starts.
Oh,
so,
that's excellent.
Yeah, we're excited about
You've
that.
got a good group of teachers, too.
Yes, fantastic. They are amazing.
I remember you did us a tour, and we got to go to every classroom and meet the teacher when we were at that breakfast, which was kind of fun.
It was, yeah.
Even for you? As a
Even for me.
teacher?
Yeah.
To meet all these weird people coming?
I will go to anything for free food.
Okay, I like the honesty. So let's go somewhere. Where do you want to take me?
Do we want to go see the gym?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do that first.
That is an exciting thing.
Okay.
I'm not sure if we were able to do that in our first round because the gym wasn't quite complete when we first came in.
It wasn't complete at all.
Yeah.
So they had blocked it off, if I recall.
Yeah, when we moved in, there was no lockers, so none of those were here. We didn't have the gym quite yet. There was a few of those things. It actually felt very much like a performing arts center. And then once these things finished, it was like, oh, it's a school. So.
Are you locked? Do we have to do something?
Somebody's got to be right.
This is a locked building for sure.
So,
Wow.
Yeah, I can talk about the gym a little bit.
Yes, please. Tell me.
So at the beginning of the school year, we didn't have any of these basketball nets up yet. We didn't have the scoreboard, and we didn't have those pads or the shot clocks. And I had started working early August to get those things on a shipping crate somewhere in the world and here on time for our seasons.
Did it work?
It sort of works. Yeah. Anything that's made out of steel or has LEDs in it was delayed in some way
Because of COVID.
because of COVID, yeah.
Right.
So that was kind of unfortunate, but Berman was really gracious in letting us use their space for the majority of our volleyball season. We did finally have our first ever home game volleyball game here in this gym. I unfortunately was sick that day, so I didn't get to like savor the moments, but it was just kind of a cool memory of like, you know, PAA has been around for 40 plus years, and the high school part of the campus even beyond that. And at least in the last 40 plus years, we've never had our own game in our own gym. So
Wow.
that was a really cool moment to
That's
watch
perfect.
on Zoom.
Yeah.
Watch on Zoom.
But yeah, Russell was on that team, and many of our other students there. So I was really happy that we could finally hit that milestone.
So you've also done a few tournaments in here.
Yeah, well, we did a volleyball, maybe a friendship tournament is what we called it, because there wasn't enough schools that we could get together, a lot of it due to COVID hesitation, to make it a full-fledged tournament. Nothing like the caliber of the Northern Classic, but we had Chinook Winds come up from Calgary, and they did a whole Saturday night evening tournament with us, and that was a lot of fun. Yeah, we tried for Walla Walla, but border restrictions were really tough
right.
at that time.
Yes.
We are able to participate in the soccer tournament this weekend with our brand new soccer league, so that's really exciting. We've never been a part of that league before.
Is that a community league? Is that
Yeah,
a
it's
school league? What
a lot
is it?
of it's really just a bunch of high schools in Red Deer and Macomb who just wanted to make a soccer league, and so
Wow.
it's actually headed up by Cash. They are the lead in that organization, and I think we have 8 teams in that league
That's the
this
Christian
year.
school here in
Yeah,
Lacombe.
the other Christian
Right.
school there. So yeah, yeah, we're very grateful to be a part of that and to have more than just one soccer tournament for the entire year. So
Do you
yeah,
have a soccer field?
not yet.
So
No.
you're using soccer fields at other
Berman.
schools or,
Yeah.
or from Berman
Yeah,
too?
we
So there's
borrowing
a
from
lot of
Berman
back
again.
and forth still with Berman University. Even
Yeah.
that you're in the conference now as a conference school.
Yeah.
That's excellent though too.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 3 institutions like CHCS, Berman, and us, we've worked really hard to have kind of a mutual understanding that we're all here to support each other and to help each other grow our athletic programs and just to support the schools in general. And so,
And give the students a really
Yeah.
good background and opportunity for sure.
yeah, so we don't charge each other anything. We just make sure we don't interfere with each other's programming, and then after that, it's just fair game. So
Good.
it's really great for having a lot of facility space available for any events that need to be held.
Is this a taller ceiling
Yeah.
than anybody else has?
It's actually one of the. It's actually, as far as I know, it's the highest ceiling in all of the small schools within, a 50-kilometer radius.
You need a crane to change a light bulb.
Yes.
You do. Yeah.
We just call Eagle Builders. And
It's
they come
true.
and fix
Oh,
stuff for
that's
us.
good.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
good to have the company that build it
Yeah, they're
That's true.
fantastic.
come and help you when you need it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
So
sure.
you're going to have graduation in here?
Yeah, first time ever. We're looking to have
First
our
time
grad
ever.
in our own gym, which you can see all the decorations we're starting to pull out and get going. But
Yes, yes.
We're excited not to have to lug everything in trucks down to another gym.
Oh, absolutely.
Very exciting.
It's very good. Very good. Anything else about the gym that you'd like to tell me? I know that you said at one point that CHCS, which is the school across the street, the CHCS.
College
yes,
Heights Christian School.
I'm a
yeah.
little brain dead. College Heights Christian School. Yes, they do come in here with their students,
Often.
don't they?
Yeah, they usually have a gym class in the morning time where they come in here. I think right now they're making use of their own space for those purposes, but they have a lot of students in PE at the time whenever PE
At the
happens.
same time,
So
yeah.
they've had to do like a boys PE class and a girls PE class, and so they're usually in here 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock most days, using our space. And
Well, it's
yeah.
nice to have the grade 9s over there, grade 8s and 9s,
Yeah.
know what this facility is like,
Yeah.
because potentially they'll be here in a couple of years or
Yeah.
a year, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, and it's a good opportunity for us to help them feel welcomed and to get to know them.
Get to know
and,
the teachers
start building
and
those
whatever.
relationships. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that Steve, the principal over there, really appreciates rainy days when he can bring his kids over here to have a PE or even just a recess when they wouldn't be able to go outside. So there's a synergy between all of these institutions working together. We're never going to build a pool. Like, that's not going to happen. So being able to
Now
go
you
access Berman Pool is awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Well, everybody can access Berman Pool.
yeah,
You just have to get a membership.
yeah, exactly. But it's
So,
definitely a
yeah.
helpful relationship between all
Oh,
of us.
that's
so.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, let's go somewhere else.
All right.
Where should we go next?
Where should we go next?
Up those big stairs?
Sure,
those
we can
steps?
go up the big stairs.
Drama room.
Up the big
Yeah,
steps.
sure.
Well, what else is down here, though? Let me look around.
Well,
Teacher
we've got
offices.
our bathrooms, which are
Well, that's not the feature I was looking at.
it isn't, but they're
That's okay.
weird, and
It's a
people
fun
ask
talk
a lot
about
of
one.
questions about them. So-
Okay, well, tell me then. Why are they weird?
So, well, they're weird because we don't have. They're not specific to gender. Everyone just uses their own stall.
And there's no door.
There's no door.
There's no door.
So, while all the other principals
But
are
there's a
dealing with a
door
lot of bullying
on every
issues in their
stall.
bathrooms,
Yeah, so every doll,
we don't have any issues
every
with
stall
bullying in
does
our
have
bathroom
like
because everybody's
an
watching
enclosed
you.
door.
Yes, yes,
Right?
And
yes.
it creates a lot more
So
privacy.
even when you go inside, it feels very private.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know, like your own space.
Kind of nice, actually.
It is. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weirdly been a thing that students have accustomed to quite well.
Yeah.
They come in here and give each other haircuts and play music and hang out. And, yeah, that's kind of strange.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there is some classrooms down here.
So our teachers actually all love each other, and so they wanted to be together. So these are all of our science and math teachers share an office downstairs.
Oh, this is the office.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
teacher office space.
Well, that's kind of nice too.
Yeah, we've got 4
I
teachers
hope you
in here.
always have the same kind of love between the
That
teachers.
we do too.
Because, you know, it could possibly down the road not be that way.
Yeah.
But it's really nice when you're building a building to not have to worry about how many staff offices you're going to need because teacher numbers can fluctuate.
Yeah.
And so
Absolutely.
this way it makes it a lot easier to accommodate for all of that as numbers change. So.
Wow, this is not a garbage can.
No, it's
What is it?
recycling.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
recycling. It's the shred box.
Maybe it was
Shredding,
something
yeah.
to do with science. So is this for students just to hang out
Yeah,
and
so
study
these are
and
our
things?
grade 12 lockers. This is where they hang out most of the time, do homework or whatever. And often it's more than just the grade 12s hanging out here. There's other grades that like to be involved.
And I want to know what's behind that.
Well, let's
that
go. I'll show you.
Oh, we
garage
can't
door.
show you that.
That's sort of like a
tough.
garage door.
So Eagle Builders did a fantastic job of creating multi-use spaces. So our science lab is not actually, we don't assign classes in here. The teachers just come in and use it as they need to. So if 2 classes need to use it at the same time, we can open up that garage door and close this, and they have another demonstration space over there they can use if 2 teachers
Oh.
need a lab at the same time.
Oh,
So they've done this a few places in the building, and it's fantastic. It really, if you had to build 2 labs, that takes up a ton of space and costs a lot of money, and it's not something you're going to use all the time.
Is it kind
So-
of quiet though?
Well,
How
you
does
know,
the
we haven't
sound
actually
go?
needed to use it yet. So far, we've only had one in here at a time.
Next year you may find
Yeah.
out with
Yeah.
70 students you might
Yeah,
have.
we
it.
might. We might.
Looks like
but
they do some human anatomy
yes. And I have dreams of having, junior high science fairs and stuff here too, where opening that up and having,
Oh.
science demonstration space in here and stuff makes it
Yeah.
a lot
Very
more
cool.
user friendly. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So what's over here?
classrooms, yep. You can go take a look in some
Whoop.
classrooms. This is Mr. Loxdale's classroom. He does some religion classes and our physics class and outdoor education. As you can see,
He's
nice,
got a
bright.
huge whiteboard.
That is a massive whiteboard, yes. Some of our teachers like the technology and the touch screens.
Yes.
Others like the projectors because they can just write on whatever it is on the walls, and he was one of the projector people. So we got him a very big whiteboard.
That
He
works.
likes it. It was fun to put up.
That works. Now, I know we've just come out of COVID, more or less. So is this on the tables, on each student's table? Is this what they do? They come in, they
Yeah.
have to wipe the table down?
So more when they're leaving, we have hand sanitizer when they come in, but when they're leaving, they wipe their table. And honestly, I hope that's something that never goes away because our tables have
Yes.
never looked better.
Yes.
It
And
does
they're
help.
always clean.
The janitor
It's
never
nice.
has to come in and do
Right?
them.
No, they don't, because the tables are always clean. They wipe their table and their chair, and so it just, everything
It
looks
works.
nice all the time.
Great. Okay, now we're ready to go and see what's upstairs. Or
Upstairs, should we go use the big stairs?
Yeah,
Okay.
if I can make it up
Yeah.
them. I wanted to say something about the wall here.
Yeah, so this is the last 40 years of alumni photos, and Mr. Greenlaw was actually very instrumental in getting them on the wall before alumni weekend.
Wow.
It's pretty fun. It's interesting to me, in the old building we had this all in one hallway, And you'd have people just kind of standing around and watching. And as soon as they went up, it was the same thing. Everybody's going, oh, there's my dad. And, oh,
Well,
there's
I was
my
just
mom and
going to
my
say,
aunt and uncle."
I have to check out my children.
Yeah, that's what everybody
And I
does.
think
Like,
one
I know
should
them.
be
Because
here.
your Kathleen would be here, right?
Yes.
This year?
Where is she? There's.
Right there.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah. And then Sean.
And Sean's in 2011.
Right there.
So
Yeah, that's
he's got the dreads, doesn't he?
Yeah.
They're not dreads there, but yeah,
No,
I guess
I
they
think
are.
they are.
Oh, that's awesome.
How cool is that?
Yeah, it creates a pretty natural conversation piece and something that.
And
it wasn't-
everybody comes in and looks for their own kids,
Yeah,
right?
and it
Always.
didn't feel finished
Yeah.
until they went up. Now
Yeah.
it's like, okay, now it's PAA.
Yeah.
Now we got our alumni up.
Oh, that's just, I'm coming back to take a picture so I can send it to my children. There's another classroom here.
Yeah.
This is yours. You told me you had
This-
3 desks.
Yep, this is
That's one of
where the
them.
other desk is. And then the other one's in the teacher's office. but-
And what do you teach in there?
So most of the time I teach math, usually the grade 11 and grade 12 math, but this semester I'm teaching a coding and game design class and a personal finance class. So, yeah.
You know, that's something that they never taught me when I was in high school.
I
hear that a
Personal
lot.
finance, and that's
Yep.
a good class to have.
Yeah, we go really deep with it. It's a really great
Oh, well,
class.
that's kind of hard then. Don't go too deep.
All of us
go
teachers
too
wish
deep.
we could sit in on that class because it's information we would like.
Exactly, exactly. What's with the leopards?
Those are panthers.
Those are panthers.
That's our mascot.
Yeah,
Okay, leopards are, yeah, I was thinking of the black leopard.
yeah, it's natural.
that's fair. Yeah.
But yeah, those are our school mascots.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna try and get up here.
Yeah, so
I'm glad
these,
there's these little steps for me.
yeah. In the old building, we had a student lounge, which was a great idea, but it kind of resulted in the
I
grade
can't
12.
do it.
We have an elevator there.
We do have an elevator.
I might need it.
So the grade 12s kind of took over the student lounge, and not because they were mean or anything, but the grade 11s and 10s were a little too intimidated to walk in.
Oh.
And so this creates a no man's land and everyone's land. So
And everybody uses it.
yeah, they all do just hang out here and do homework, eat lunch, use the tables and chairs over there.
Oh.
Some of them use the art room for quiet study hall, and yeah, it just creates a lot more of an open.
So we
and
have a
welcoming-
huge
Yeah,
door like
let me
we
go
have
around and
I don't
downstairs.
know
Open it
if
for
can we
you.
open that right now?
Sorry?
Can we open it?
Yes, please
See
do.
what it's
Oh,
like.
so we should stay here and watch it open?
Sure.
Watch it open.
Oh, yeah.
Now's the part where I see if I can open it.
See what's in here.
Yeah.
What do you use this space for?
So this is our chapel space and also student commons area. So we everybody brings chairs and they just sit them up here, and then we don't have to move any of our praise band equipment. And it still
Nice.
creates a space where they can practice and keep the noise down for
Oh,
the
I'm
rest of
sure.
the building. And
It's
our
a
drama
stage
class
and
can meet in there. Oh yeah. As you can see, it's a well-used space.
Yes.
But most chapels, if you were to build an actual designated chapel, would take up a lot of space.
True.
And we wanted to save square footage, and so Eagle Builders came up with this brilliant option.
It is such a
to
nice
create.
option.
Yeah, so it creates this duplicate space. We use this with art class as well. This is the art room over there, which we can open up in a second. And we use this whole area for our Christmas banquet. And so
Oh,
we had a
nice.
stage, and then we had all the food in there, and
Do you-
everything was open.
Do
It
you
was
have a
nice
kitchen
and
too?
big. We do have a kitchen. It's
That one's
downstairs.
Downstairs,
downstairs.
if I recall.
Yeah,
There's
we
another
can
one
do
of
that.
those famous bathrooms.
Yes, one of the fancy bathrooms that we love so much. I gotta say, we were a little nervous about them to start. Like that's different, but
Yeah.
man, it's been a great use of
good.
space. Again, half the amount of space you'd need for bathrooms.
That's very true.
Because otherwise you'd need 2 of those, and this way we only need 1. So it's
Bathroom,
really
bathroom for
effective use.
humans, it
Bathroom
says
for
on the
humans.
wall.
Yeah.
Does anybody bring pets?
Well,
Yep.
we do have one teacher that has a well, nobody would know, but
Yeah.
he has one in the teacher office that's kenneled all the time. But
Oh,
It's very
okay.
quiet.
don't tell him.
I won't. I don't even know who the teacher is. So there you go.
I'm hoping this is open. I didn't bring my keys.
Oh, Scott might
Oh,
have.
What is?
Let me
Sweet.
open
Scott
it up
has
for you.
keys. Oh, you're going to open it up. Is this another recycling box?
So this is actually our food bank drive.
Oh,
So it's nice and full, as you can see, but we are doing a drive for the food bank. So again, it just creates an extra space that we could use for art shows or anything, messy space.
boy, when my son was here, he did like art.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good at it too.
He was
Yeah.
good, yeah. And he ended up taking an art major
Oh, nice. Very
because of the
on.
art he had done here.
Yeah, so
That's
Art 30, the grade 12 art actually has an art show component that's required.
Oh, wow.
And so having this space means that you can actually set up an art
Yes.
show that students can come and walk through. But it also creates another space where if it's not being used for classes, it can be a quiet study area. Because as you can hear, it can be noisy out here.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
can be,
So
yeah.
for some students, that doesn't work when they're on a spare doing homework. And so having
True.
that space where they can just come and have some quiet
Is this a
helpful.
classroom? There's
That
kids
is a
in
classroom.
there.
Yes,
but-
there are kids in there right now.
So, is there stained glass?
it looks like
on
they're
these
writing a
win-
test, too.
Yeah. What's
It's
with
like
this?
an adhesive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Put it on the
but it
window.
makes it
Yeah.
look like stained glass.
It
Yeah,
is.
I mean, that's what it is, yep.
It's, it's a temporary solution. When we built the building, that classroom is so bright and lovely.
Yeah.
But when you go to teach in there, the sun shines through those windows straight onto the whiteboard, and it's like reflects and brightens up everybody's eyeballs a little too much. And so we've just put that up as a temporary solution. So
It's
we can,
nice because when you're down here, you don't see in there either.
Yes, well, and that was the other thing. Anybody walks by and the entire class head swivels and looks at what's happening. It can be a little distracting sometimes.
So you've got lots of space over here for more.
Yeah, so this is our grade
Lockers.
10s lockers, and they have the same downstairs that they use, and the grade 11s are over on the end there.
And you did
And-
say that you had an elevator in case you had
We
anybody
do.
that
Yeah.
needs to
Yeah.
have
Just over there.
a lift.
Yeah, we do have a parent that is in a wheelchair, and we've had some students with, ankle injuries or whatever. It's
Soccer?
nice. And even just trying to move the floor cleaner, like being able to
Oh,
not have to lug up the
absolutely.
stairs. And
Oh,
yeah, so it's been invaluable. We didn't know
Yes.
what we had.
well, I think there's somebody over here that I don't know. Maybe we can even put on camera.
Hey,
'Cause
Pastor Armando,
Because
you
he's
wanna be on camera?
he's
Wanna
one
be in
of
a
our
video?
conference pastors.
This is our
He's
chaplain's
nodding his head,
office.
yes. Oh, put me in.
I'm gonna invade Pastor Romando because I know that you don't mind, even if you do. But you are a conference pastor.
I am.
And how has the first year gone? Okay, don't be honest.
Surprisingly
Oh,
well. Surprisingly
Okay,
well.
we'll
didn't
leave and then you
think-
can, you can.
I didn't think that I would enjoy chaplaincy as much as I am. And
Oh.
I think God is a little wiser than I am.
ah,
I'm really enjoying it.
That's
It's been
good.
a blast so far. And in this space, who wouldn't?
yes,
Yeah.
this is lovely, and you get to use that for praise teams and stuff. Do you have a choir?
Not yet.
Oh, because I know you're very, very musical.
Yeah.
So you have groups and stuff that you go
Yeah.
to churches with. So.
Yeah, so we've been visiting constituent churches and leading their worship there and doing the entire service, and it's been fun.
I'm
Getting
sure.
the students to use their talents.
Well, it's a good thing because once they get out of high school and they go into university, they don't get sometimes they don't get that opportunity.
That's true.
That's true.
They get to a bigger university like Walla University or something, and you're just one of 2,000, and you don't really get to be in the choir
Yeah.
and stuff. So
Yeah.
this
Or
is
they might
really
choose
good.
to hide.
Yeah.
Intentionally
yes.
choose to hide in a larger
Yes.
crowd. Yeah.
Yes.
I can
But I
relate.
believe.
But if they go to Berman, then they can get into all sorts of things over there, and
That's
it's
true.
easy.
That's
But
true.
once they go out into the real world, sometimes it's
It's true.
it's true.
You
So
gotta
you
really
have
look for it.
ukuleles? Do people play?
Yeah, they do. All the time. Too often.
They just come in here and play while you're trying to
Yeah,
work?
They play, they eat, they do all kinds
Oh.
of fun things in here.
Just hang out on your couches.
Yep.
Looks perfect.
Those are some nice couches.
I think sometimes I might have to come and have a nice little rest.
It
You
is a good
should.
spot. I come and talk to him. I don't hide.
Talk to him.
It's a
Good
great
one.
space. Take
Thank
care.
you.
No problem.
So, and then this goes out to a loading dock or
Yeah,
anything?
it goes out to the ABC parking lot,
Oh,
which
okay.
they have been very nice to share their parking lot with us until ours is done, which should be done this summer.
Oh, okay.
So we're very excited to have somewhere to put our cars when it's snowing. But they've been awesome to work with, really giving us some extra space for our students and their cars and our cars and yeah.
Oh, it is quite a nice space out here.
Yeah.
The last time I was here, it was dropping off.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was just a drop off. Straight down.
They've done a good job of all the landscaping
lock us
and
out.
everything. Yeah.
I think Scott's got keys.
So where is if you're sharing with them,
Yeah.
where is yours going to be?
Out the back of the
On the
building.
other side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once we get some lights put in back there and make it a little safer to park,
Yeah, right.
then we'll be taking away or giving them back their parking spaces and moving our cars
Well, it
back
makes
there.
it look like there's really busy then.
It's
It
true.
does.
It's true.
Trust
See,
us.
synergistic relationships everywhere.
There you go.
That's right. That's right. That's how it needs to be.
That's right.
Well, this has been fun. I have to look at my notes to see what kind of things I still wanted to ask you.
Sure.
I know that the conference gives scholarships to new students in grade 10, and you told me already that nobody can come and register and get that because it was the early bird registration.
So the early bird registration was done May 31st, and that was the $1,000 scholarship for the grade 10s that were coming in, which
And
is
that happens in all of our high schools in the conference.
yeah, that was a this year thing. I'm not sure if they're going to continue it next year, but it's been awesome. We have 28 going into our grade 10 class already as a result of that. So
Oh, wow.
that is exciting.
That's
that is a big
good.
class. So
That's
that's
good.
what we're
Yeah,
used
for
to
us.
seeing is somewhere around those 30 in a grade.
That's
Sizes.
really
So
good.
It's exciting.
And other things that you've done. We talked a little bit about the volleyball tournament. You had a Christmas banquet, you said, right out here.
Yeah, we did.
Did you do an amateur hour?
We did. We did an amateur hour. We had the families and communities all come in, and our dad in a wheelchair, he actually went around everywhere and was checking to make sure how accessible the building was really happy with it, and that was a
That's
good
good.
moment because that was
Yeah.
something we were really intentional about. But it was a neat moment because of COVID, we haven't really been able to show off the building and share it with really
Right.
anyone
Did you
outside
do
of our
it up
students.
here, or where
yeah,
did you
it
do
was just
oh,
right
just
there.
up there.
Yeah, we opened that up, put up all the chairs, and
How do you keep
And,
people from falling backwards?
you know what? I don't know. They just don't. It was a legitimate concern. The mom in me is like,
Need the baby gate.
yeah, nobody's
World's
fallen
biggest baby
yet.
Okay. Another thing that you talked about was grad. We're going to have grad. You had a senior lock-in. That's kind of at the beginning of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to let Mr. Greenwell
Yeah.
talk about that one.
Was
Yeah,
it your
so-
idea?
A little bit. In the past, we've had what's called senior survival.
Right.
So that's where we go into a field and set up some tents or have
I've
the
heard
kids
about those
make some
twice.
shelters. Yeah. And that's what I did when I was in high school here, and it was a lot of fun. But the class sponsors this year are not as campy as or outdoorsy, and neither are the kids. So we wanted to find an idea that everybody wanted to do rather than just kind of doing what we'd always done, but still kind of themed around the same ideas of bonding and getting to know one another and things like that. So we had the idea of going out to a lake and hiking around the lake and having a little worship there during Sabbath. And then in the evening, we did a lock-in, which does not insinuate any kind of liability issues. But we did basically camping inside.
Oh,
so
okay.
we had the girls up here on the top floor and the boys downstairs on the bottom floor. And we had movies on the stairs. We had a huge Nerf gun war all over the school. Ate food. It was just a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And the kids probably had the best time.
Very much.
Yep.
They didn't
Yeah.
sleep.
But
Yeah.
they didn't sleep,
No.
so the teachers didn't
No,
either.
we have like video recordings of them running around all night long, and the teachers getting after them all night long. Yeah, so it was.
Did you have
That's
to take
fine.
off Monday? Just
Nope.
to get some sleep?
It's okay. We had Sunday to recover a little bit, so you only get to do moments like that, once in your life. So
And when you have a smaller school, it's kind of more fun.
yeah,
Because
Everybody knows.
everybody's doing everything.
it's true.
Instead
know
of
each
having
other.
little people here and
Yeah.
the little people
Yeah.
there. And
Yeah.
Yeah, watching the security cameras that night was the best reality show I'd ever seen. It was so much fun.
So
I was
they're,
like,
they're coming. So there's security cameras all over the place.
Yes.
Yeah.
The building is
Yeah.
pretty much fully automated, so I can lock and unlock doors, set alarm, turn it off,
You
Yeah.
said that
answer
the
the
bells,
phone, everything.
you said the bells were ringing all night long.
Yeah, well, it took a while to learn how that works. So
This is a new building.
it is, yeah. So I didn't realize the alarm system was a 24-hour clock, and so they were going off at 2 o'clock in the morning instead of 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's like, they work all morning. Why aren't they working in the afternoon? Yeah, okay. So I figured that one out, and now it's working properly. I apologize to our neighbors. But
Yes, I'm sure you did. I'm surprised they didn't come knocking on your doors.
Well, they've been actually really helpful for stuff like that. They're, send us emails or whatever. Your front door is wide open. Oh, sorry. Yep, okay, coming. Thank you.
Yeah, that's
So
always
it's
nice.
been very helpful.
Always
for
nice
that,
to be
yeah.
out there in the community and everybody's on the same
Yeah,
page.
for sure.
So,
It's been wonderful.
well,
So-
I thank you so much.
yeah, no problem.
Because this is quite different
Yes.
than when I was here last.
Yeah, it would be.
And the first time I was here, I think there was just 2x4s or whatever they
Yeah.
call it, made out of metal or whatever it is
Yeah.
nowadays. But it's been great.
Thank
It
you.
sounds like you've had a really good school year.
Yeah.
It's been wonderful. It has been fast paced, and we've accomplished a lot in a short amount of time. But
Yeah.
by God's grace, we're here, and we're very
And
thankful
we're
for what's
growing.
going. Yes, yay!
And that's really exciting.
Yeah,
So
it
thank you.
Yeah, no
Awesome.
problem.
I
Thank
think
you.
we'll just take some pictures outside because it's a beautiful building
It
from the
is.
outside
Yeah.
too. So we're gonna say goodbye for now, but I might come back next year because I kind of like this.
That'd be
Well,
great.
we like it here too, so please come.
All right then.
Thank you
you
so
for
much.
listening to our interview here at Parkview Adventist Academy.